Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So first off, I just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving. By the time you're watching this, Thanksgiving is over. But I just wanted to thank you guys for supporting me for all these years. Actually, it's only been a little over a year, but thank you all for supporting me and talking to me and giving me advice and just listening to me as I rant and just sharing this medical experience with me. You don't even understand how much happiness it's bring me throughout these years, so I can't thank you enough for sharing this part of my life with me. So I just finished up my OB rotation, and after each rotation I like to do a video on what I learned, what I think would be useful for you guys to prepare yourself for OB rotation, and just a little bit about OB in general. I think I also want to compare it to my medical school rotation experience. So let's get started. So first, I think I want to remind everyone that I'm a family medicine resident. So that means that later on after residency, I will go on to be a family medicine physician. And during this OB rotation, I think I also told you guys in the past that I was fairly interested in OB, but then during med school, I feel like my rotation really deterred me away from OB just because the scope of practice was so small. I saw the same patients over and over and over and over again, and it just didn't interest me. Like, I didn't like OB surgery. It just wasn't my thing, but I still liked delivering babies. So during this rotation, it was a lot different just because I was at a different hospital, and just the physicians that I was with, the OBs that I was with, I respected so much more. I know this sounds bad, but I respect them so much more. They're so confident and they care so much about their patients. So I felt like this OB experience was much better than my medical school one. As a family medicine physician, you can also deliver babies as long as you do enough of them and feel confident and competent in delivering babies after residency. Most people that I ask, they say the number to aim for is around 60 to 70 deliveries. The preceptor that I talked to who delivered babies, who's also family medicine, she said she delivered over 100, around 110 babies during her residency, which is 3 years. I feel like that's really difficult because in my 1 month, I only delivered 3. I missed 3 of them. I was there right when it was coming out, but I only got to deliver 3. So I don't know, we'll see. I want to get those numbers just so I'll be able to deliver, just like, you know, in case I wanted to. The only downside to that is that a lot of hospitals won't grant access to family medicine physicians, or won't, like, it's insurance issues, like they won't cover it. If you're a family medicine doctor, they won't allow you to deliver in their hospital if they're a bigger hospital. You can also, as a family medicine doctor, you can also do a fellowship in OBGYN high-risk OB, and that will allow you to do cesarean deliveries, also allow you to do surgeries like hysterectomy and all that other stuff. But as I said, I'm not very interested in doing OB surgery. It's not something that makes me happy. And so at this point, I think I will just stick to trying to deliver babies. So during OB, you also have to understand that it's not just delivering babies, you also see gynecology, which is the other side of it. And that I really love too. I love talking to people about contraception and educating them on that. And then older people, I found that a lot of people go to OBs for urinary incontinence or vaginal prolapse and things like that. And lots of pessaries. If you guys don't know what a pessary is, it's like a little device that you put in there and it holds everything up. It's a good alternative to surgery. So I also learned some techniques during OB that I want to teach you guys. So here is a speculum, and so it comes in this little pouch, and it's a one-time use thing. Obviously, you just rip it open like this. And this is there's different sizes. This is the medium, there's a small, and then there's a large. Most of the time the OBs that I'm with use the small or the medium. And there's a little light that goes in here. I don't have the light obviously, but I'll try to use my phone light. So it's like that, and it goes up and it kind of illuminates the speculum to allow you to see the cervix. And you use this when you're doing pap smears, you're doing pelvic exam and stuff. I actually went to Vietnam and did a lot of pap smears and screenings there, and so I was fairly confident in doing them, but no one ever taught me, so I felt like it's a good idea to teach you guys. So when you're finding the cervix, you want to aim down, and it's best just to go all the way down. You see how this opens? So this opening is the largest part, and so if you go all the way down, this is obviously this is smaller than this. So if you're trying to move around out here, it's going to be really painful. You want to go all the way in and move that way. And if you don't find the cervix, you can close, come back out, redirect, and open it again that way, instead of trying to keep it open and turning it like this. And the goal is, see how the lips are one longer than the other? So the goal is to scoop the bottom of the cervix and then open up. I hope that makes sense. So moral of the story is, don't keep it open and try to find stuff. If you go all the way down and you can't find it, close it back up, redirect, open it again. If you don't find it, close it, redirect, open it again, and go that way. So yeah, that's my tip. I always use the smallest size first, and if it doesn't work, then I go to a bigger size. Most of the time when patients already have babies, they'll tolerate the bigger size, but if they're younger or if they're just a smaller frame, I will use the smaller one. And then I saw this on Facebook. It was part of a Lamaze class, but I thought it explained the different stages of labor really well, and so I wanted to reenact or redo, show it to you guys. And basically I'm going to show you with a balloon and a ping pong ball. So this is your uterus, and this is the baby. And I'm going to attempt to put this ping pong ball into the uterus. Like so. And then I'm gonna blow this up. Probably halfway, like that. So this is your uterus when you're pregnant, and this is your cervix, and this is the opening of your cervix. We call this right here the dilation. So how dilated you are is how opened it is. Effacement is this part, how basically thick it is, and then position in your pelvis. So is it at 0 or at -1, -2, -3, or 1, 2, 3, which just means it's coming out. And or there's also position of the cervix. Is it anterior? Is it posterior? So when you're having Braxton Hicks contractions, they're kind of irregular, and I don't know, they're irregular, and they kind of come and go, not very consistent. So as you can see, it doesn't really do anything to the cervix. It's still long, it's still not dilated, you know, and those are called Braxton Hicks. So when patients come in, they're all like, I feel contractions, they're coming every 30 minutes, but it's like pretty irregular, and they want you to check their cervix. If you ever had your cervix checked, it really is painful and uncomfortable. And so as you can see, it really doesn't do anything to the cervix. Real contractions when you're in labor happen at the top. And so when you're contracting at the top, as you can see, it pushes the head of the baby down, and it shortens your cervix, it dilates your cervix. And so you go through phases of labor. So early labor is when you're 0 to 4 centimeters dilated. And then you're in active labor after 4 centimeters to 10 centimeters. So yeah, so this is, and then this is when people are like, I need an epidural now. As you can see, it's thinning out the cervix and it's gonna cause dilation. And so you just keep telling, you're almost there, just keep pushing. And this is, they're like, no, I can't do it. And you're like, yes, you can, yes, you can. So, so there goes, like, so out comes the baby. Sometimes it's actually that forceful. So yeah, so there's the baby. It just came out and your balloon is a little stretched out, but it'll go back to normal. So yeah, those are the different phases of labor, you know, early stage of labor, and you're contracting and stuff. I thought that was a really fun way to explain the cervix and dilation. I actually explained it to my husband that way and he's like, oh, I actually really get it. So I thought it was a fun way to explain it to you guys. So yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people are interested in OB. It's just your life is literally on call all the time. Because as OBGYNs, you don't get paid unless you deliver a baby. So it doesn't matter if you took care of the patient all throughout her pregnancy, you don't get paid for that care unless you deliver her baby. And so it's kind of like you have to be on call all the time. And that's why a lot of people work in groups, and so they can share call and stuff like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something and had a little laugh out of it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Let me know if you're a mom, how many kids you have. I'm so interested about these things since I'm a mom now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any more videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Happy Thanksgiving! Rawr! Rawr! Yeah. Say Happy Thanksgiving, everybody! Yay! Rawr! You're a lion? Or a tiger? Rawr! Rawr! You're so funny. You wanna watch football? Wanna watch football? Rawr! Okay, bye everybody. See you in the next one.